Hey guys, so this is everything you always wanted to know about driver bits, but were afraid to ask. I am here to help. So, you got your T-Series, you got your Phillips series, you got your Star series, you got your, your slotted. I mean, you've got like a bunch of different types of bits, and I've only got like, a few of them here that I'm gonna talk about. These are some of the most common ones that you're gonna run into. All right, first, the ones that we pretty much see every single day, day in, day out, are gonna be these series right here. Kind of ignore the sizes on these right now, just for a minute, and I'll get back to those. But pretty much this is what you're gonna see, all right? You have the slotted right here, or the flathead, or the cross one right here, which is called Phillips. I'm guessing invented by some guy named Phillips and some guy by the name of Flathead. So, these are the most common types of driver bits that you're gonna find. You're gonna find them on all kinds of different screws and machine nuts or machine bolts and shit like that. So you're gonna find these all over the place. Now, the sizes. There actually are a bunch of different sizes that are on these things. This first one right here is a Phillips number 1, Phillips number 2, and then a Phillips number 3. All right. You can tell that Phillips number 1 is just a little bitty, and then it gets bigger as it goes across. All right, 1, 2, 3, low, small, medium, large. All right, you think of it that way. Now, make sure that you actually have the proper size for what you're working on. All right. The most common one that you're going to find is going to be for something like this, which is going to be a Phillips number 2. All right. This one fits in there like a champ. There's no wiggle, no wobble, and it is in there totally nice and tight. All right. The number 3 bit, it won't even go in there. All right. You try to turn and twist it, but it's not going to do you any good. The number 1 bit, however, is also going to fit in there, but look at the amount of play. All right. This is not a good thing. You do not want to use a number 1 bit on a number 2 size screw. All right. What's going to end up happening is all that extra play that's in there is going to destroy the head on this, and you're not going to be able to drive it properly. Plus, you're probably going to end up breaking this thing. All right. You're going to shear off these little corners right here, and then your drill bit or your driver bit is pretty much going to be useless at that point. All right. The number 1, as I said, is the smallest one. You're going to be using it on obviously smaller headed screws. This is a solid brass screw, and you can see it fits in there like a champ. No wiggle, no wobble. It is in there super solid, nice and tight. Number 2, it'll just barely go in there on this specific screw, but again, for the same reason, you don't want to use the wrong size driver bit on the screw. Otherwise, you're totally going to wreck your screw and maybe mess up your driver bit. And the number 3, which is typically the biggest size that most people are going to run into, is going to go through a little, a screw like this. All right, nice big old fat head on that, and it goes in there again. No wiggle, no wobble. It is in there super solid, nice and tight. Do not want to use it on a number 2. Look at the amount of play. Good God. And then number 1, just hell no, probably won't even fit in there. All right, and you probably won't get any kind of turns out of it because it's just going to work itself right out, and you're going to be pretty much screwed. No pun intended. Actually, yeah, pun intended, because that was damn funny. So anyway, the flatheads, like I said, invented by Mr. Flathead, obviously comes in different sizes as well. All right, much easier to figure out if you have a large screw that you have to drive, then you use the large size head. Smaller screw, same thing, smaller size. I'm not a huge fan of these. As a matter of fact, I'm not a huge fan of any of these, because since these are tapered, what tends to happen once they get a little bit of resistance is they want to push themselves out. It wants to go in the direction of least resistance. All right. These ones just slip and slide all over the damn place, but at least they don't work themselves out this way. Either way, I'm not super huge fans of any of these, but beggars can't be choosers. Now, you've also got Allen drive bits. All right, just looking at those 4 right over here. All right, these I guess are some of the most common sizes. You got 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, and a 1/4 inch. All right. And again, these are just 6-sided for using like Allen wrenches and driving stuff like that. Over here, you've got the square drive. Square drive has become more and more popular lately because so many people have been just shredding the Phillips bits for whatever reason, using the wrong size or whatever. So a lot of companies have gone over to using the square drive. This is basically what a square drive looks like. All right, Craig is a company that makes some really cool, really innovative products, and they actually use square drive screws on their systems. All right, now like the Phillips, they come in different sizes as well. Now I've just got an S1 and S2 right here. S2 being a little bit bigger, and again fits in there like a champ. All right, the S1 will fit in there, but there's a lot of extra play. All right, it'll still drive it, maybe, but you're gonna end up rounding off this and rounding off this, and you're gonna get it stuck in there. So if you ever need to take it out, again, you're up the creek. All right, not real good. So again, make sure you're using the proper size bit. Now, my favorite one lately anyway are actually the T-Series. The T-Series are also known as star drive bits. All right, if you look at these, a lot of people get them confused with Allen drive, but these are actually a star drive or Torx drive. They are basically like a 6-sided star, and obviously it comes in different sizes as well. All right, so it has a T10, T15, T20, T25, 30, and 40. The most common ones that you're gonna run into are pretty much gonna be these ones. On this strip, I've got one down to a T8. All right, right there, a little tiny bastard. All right, tiny little thing. All right, and again, this is for driving smaller items. Now there are variations of these ones where there's actually a hole dead center. All right, those ones are actually for security drive. Those are a little bit more difficult to come by. You can order them off the internet. There are some stores that have them, but by and large, they're not super common. Next time you're in a public restroom, look at some of the hardware they're holding the partitions up. Some of them have just a one-way screw, and some of them have a Torx drive with a little tit coming out of it. It's literally a little tiny nub that comes out of the center that prevents a normal drive to go in there, and actually again for security purposes. Those things are near impossible to to drill out if you get like a power drill or some sort of grinder, because you can't get to it and the bit wanders all over the place, and more often than not they're stainless steel, so they're a lot harder to work with. All right, so you might run into those on occasion as well. If you ever need a bit that'll take something like that out, or if you need to drive them, like I said, you can find them at on the internet. Just hunt around for them. It's just like T-drive security screws or drivers. You should be able to find something like that. So anyway, those are the most common ones that you're probably gonna run into. Occasionally you'll see some weird shit that it's kind of hard to to come by. But again, these are the most common ones that you're gonna run into. And again, make sure that you're using the appropriate driver for the type of screw that you're using. Again, get a couple sets of these. The number 2 is going to be your most common for basic everyday applications, but have a couple of number 1s lying around as well. All right, now do not save these things forever. What I mean by that is you are going to have some that you just shred. Okay, you totally destroy these things. They get rounded off and they have like little fuzzy metal hairs all over them. That's from stripping out the screws. Once that happens, throw it out. Don't put it in your toolbox. Don't save it for later. Throw the stupid thing out. There's no way of repairing them. There's no way of sharpening them. And these things are super cheap anyway. Just go back to the damn store and buy some more. Okay. Again, these things they're disposable. All right. That's why they're coming in like these little strips. And I mean, they're like I said, they're cheap for the most part. A couple different brands make higher, lower quality stuff. These ones I think are made by Cobalt. I'm not 100% sure. The ones by DeWalt are also really good. I've had some by Husky from Home Depot that have lasted for a long time as well. Oh yeah, and those little metal shavings that get all over your bit. Something that they do is when you're trying to drive is they actually act like a lubricant in a way, and they start to slide on one another, so it actually makes it worse. So you get a little bit of that those shavings on there, and it gets worse and worse and worse over time because you keep stripping out more and more screw. All right. Also, when you're holding the screw and you're trying to drive that thing in there, all those little metal shavings and metal shards can now get embedded into your fingers. That sucks. So in that case, what you have to do is either, do some bathroom first aid and cut your thumb open and rip all that shit out of there, or get like a super strong magnet and hopefully that'll grab some of it, or you just need to go to the doctor and get that shit out of your system, because that's not healthy. So anyway, if you guys have any other tips or tricks, or any other drivers that you want to share with me, leave them down in the comments. And as always, questions, comments, concerns, complaints, whines, bitches, moans, groans, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.